Making mistakes in your mock tests? Don't understand the underlying causes? Want to find solutions? Then I've got just the thing. Welcome to 4-Wheel Drive, the online resource dedicated to helping you drive safer and smarter. Remember to hit subscribe and ring that bell for more tips, tutorials and training. I'm Stephen, and today we're going to be having a look at Molly's mock test. Have a quick peek here first. And we'll help her form an action plan so that she can understand the problems and fix them. So without any further ado, let's roll out!
Before setting off, always check the coast is clear with a 6-point safety check. If another road user is approaching fast or already too close, then just stay put and stay ready. As soon as they've passed and the coast is clear, follow after them. To do a 6-point safety check, start from the left blind spot, then sweep through to the left mirror, the front windscreen, the rear mirror, the right mirror, and then end on the right blind spot. Driving roughly 2 miles an hour under the speed limit helps you set a speed buffer that keeps you making progress without breaking the speed limit. Whenever we see a stop sign or a solid white stop line, we must come to a complete stop by law. These are usually placed at highly dangerous junctions, such as blind turns, so show you've come to a complete stop by using your handbrake and then prepare, observe and move as usual to move off smoothly and swiftly. When emerging onto a busy road, use your handbrake to secure the car. Find and hold the bite while scanning for a safe gap in oncoming traffic. Keep the gas and the clutch steady for a few seconds when you release the handbrake and you'll move off smoothly and swiftly. Because Molly misses the bus lane sign on the left, she doesn't have enough time to change lanes safely. This risks her getting a fine for driving in the 24-hour bus lane, or even worse, having a collision. So, constantly scan ahead for anything that may affect your positioning, including road signs, floor markings or other road users. When changing position, just take your foot off the gas for a few seconds. This will buy you time to assess the situation, to use your MSM routine properly, and then you can always add speed afterwards to make up for it. Slow down on approach by taking your foot off the gas and covering the brake pedal nice and early. Then read the junction and decide if it's safe to go or not. Get into the habit of shifting into first gear just before you come to a complete stop at a junction. This saves time and avoids you setting off in the wrong gear. When the road narrows, slow down and adjust your position accordingly. For perfect hill starts every time, first find the bite and set the gas. Then keep your feet steady while you observe and let your handbrake off. Keep your clutch steady for 3 seconds, then ease off the clutch steadily. This will give the car time to move off safely with good control. And remember, if you recover from a stall quickly and safely without affecting traffic flow, then you're likely to avoid getting a serious or dangerous fault. Always scan ahead for traffic lights while driving. As you approach a red light, gently slow down and do a rolling first gear change. If the lights turned red a few moments ago, then engage your handbrake and prepare to set off using your POM routine. Molly spotted the cyclist in the distance early on, which was good, but she didn't buy herself enough time to plan her next steps safely. When considering overtaking a slow-moving vehicle, like a cycle, briefly come off the gas to buy yourself a few seconds of thinking space. Use the time to weigh the benefit of overtaking. Is it safer to wait a few more seconds? Also, scan the environment. Is there enough space to overtake, and do you have time to move around the vehicle safely? Remember, keep it simple. It's either go or no. If you run out of time to make that decision, then the choice has already been made for you. It's no. So, Drop back and maintain a 2-second following distance from the vehicle in front of you. The regular driving position is in the left lane, so when turning left or right at a crossroads or any other junction, always look into the turn so that you can position for the left lane as you turn into the new road. As we said before, the standard driving position is the left lane. If you accidentally find yourself in the right lane, aim to change back ASAP. Always use your mirror signal manoeuvre routine to check it's safe before you change lanes. Temporarily taking your foot off the gas will buy you time so that you don't risk a collision. Staying in the right lane will prevent other drivers from overtaking you, and you may also end up stuck in a lane that only allows you to turn right. Remember, if this happens to you on your test, it's far better that you go the wrong way and stay safe than for you to take a dangerous risk. Getting a driving fault is better than an outright fail, or worse, a collision. When turning right, scan into the new road for double parked cars, oncoming traffic and pedestrians. If you've got insufficient space or it's a risk to go, then just wait until it's safe. Sometimes you may need to take a more central position when you turn, which is okay, but only if necessary. During a manoeuvre, there's absolutely no need to rush. Taking your time showcases your control and observation skills, so make sure you're continually checking all blind spots on the vehicle. Keeping the car moving at snail's pace will buy you enough time to look around and keep the car moving safely. To keep the car slow, use a combination of clutch control and foot brake. If any road user approaches the car from any direction, stop the car, wait till it's safe, and then continue. Now we've identified each individual fault and some quick fixes, let's formulate an action plan to achieve them, prioritising the most safety critical events. Molly made 4 dangerous faults. 1 was a response to the stop sign. There were 2 separate instances of awareness and planning, and 1 instance of positioning. The common thread for all of these is her general awareness, and a solution to this problem is to practice scanning and planning, and this can be done in a variety of different ways. Molly made 2 serious faults. One of them was lane discipline, which actually was several driving faults combined. The other one was cutting corners when turning right. The common issue here is positioning, and a potential solution would be targeted practice where we drill those specific issues. So in Molly's case, turning right off of a major road onto a minor road, and also dealing with dual carriageways or multi-lane roads. Molly made 11 driving faults. Many of them were repeated, so there were 2 instances where she didn't check her blind spots moving off. Her speed was slightly too fast on a few instances. In a couple of instances, she didn't use her handbrake when she should have. Her gear choice was wrong setting off. She didn't move off with full control, and several instances of lane discipline, which we've already addressed. Finally, she could have been a bit more rigorous with her observations during her manoeuvre. The common thread with all of these is using routines consistently. So we're talking about the POM routine when setting off, MSM when changing lanes or turning, and also just making sure that our observations during manoeuvre are tight. So the solution here is to drill routines. One possible way to do this would be for Molly to do a commentary routine where she would speak out what she's doing as she's doing it. This causes her to be a little bit more aware of what she's doing and to think ahead. So going forward, Molly's 3-point action plan is: number 1, practice early scanning and planning during independent driving. 2, gain experience on multi-lane roads and junctions, including dual carriageways. And 3, focus on consistent driving routines such as POM and MSPSL. By addressing these issues, she will be test ready in no time, and more importantly, she'll be a safer, smarter and more relaxed driver.
So, Molly's now got her 3-point action plan to take her driving to the next level. Big thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
For more free resources or driver training in the Greater Manchester area, I'm at 4Wheel Drive on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. You can find links to all my social media in the description section down below, where you could also leave a like or a comment. And until next time, drive safer, drive smarter.